Some of Europe's best young female golfers have been at Stoke by Nayland in Suffolk today, getting ready for an international tournament starting tomorrow.
The competition comes at a worrying time for the sport, with the number of people playing declining fast, particularly among women. This report is from Tom Williams.
Not your average sight. The driving range at Stoke by Nayland in full swing and full of young, talented female golfers. This week here for the International Challenge, but women's participation is in decline.
That's a nice shot.
A lot of people look at it as quite a manly sport or quite an old sport. So if you go to a golf club, normally you see a lot of old ladies rather than youngsters. I think it's getting better now. There's a few more girls at my golf club that are coming through, but it's quite time consuming. And a lot of children want to do more exercise and people don't see this as exercise.
Kids play golf, or girls as far as I'm concerned, up to about 14, 15, and then they lose a little bit of interest because it does take a while. But I think it can be made interesting for them if there's the coverage.
A recent Sport England survey found the number of women playing golf once a week had fallen by nearly 40% since its peak 8 years ago. Numbers for men are down too, but by only half that amount.
Golf, the perfect way to spend time with like-minded chums and talk business.
The This Girl Golfs campaign launched this summer.
Celebrations should be kept modest.
It aims to change perceptions and encourage women to play.
They all like to wear, fashionable clothes, and I think that's something that's changed over maybe the last 10 years. Is it's less golfy wear, and it's more, on the street wear that you see the players wearing now. And I think that's a good thing as well, to also encourage other young girls to think, oh, okay, it's quite a cool sport. Maybe I'd like to give it a go.
Through Stoke by Nayland's school visits and regional performance centre, girls here are golfing again.
I think it's that fun element which is really important to the girls and trying to push them forward into staying in the game. If you have a golf club where you've only got one young girl or two young girls, it's not easy for them to keep playing, it's just a lot easier for them to disappear.
This week spectators can come for free to watch some of Europe's stars put on a show and demonstrate golf's not just a man's game. Tom Williams, BBC Look East.
Now, of course, you'll have recognised that last golfer we saw there in the purple. She's, of course, Naga Munchetty, the BBC Breakfast presenter. She's also got a starring role in that This Girl Golfs video campaign that we just saw in Tom's report, and Naga's at Stoke by Nayland now. Good evening, Naga.
Evening, David. I'm a bit annoyed with Tom for keeping that terrible tee shot in, but never mind, I'll have words with him later.
I did wonder that, because it's always the one shot that you do of the day that ends up in the report, so pretty frustrating, but I know that you'll have had loads of good ones. Why do you think less people, younger people, are coming into the sport?
I think there's a combination of elements. First of all, let's not forget that the economy's had a tough time lately and people have had to think about where they're going to cut costs, and it's very easy to cut costs for children when it comes to golf membership, or even mums with golf membership if they think they're only going to keep one membership in the family. Often the dad has that. But also I think it's time management. People are precious about their time, and rightly so. So golf clubs need to think perhaps a little bit more creatively when it comes to how to encourage families, encourage shorter games of golf. Most people have an impression that it takes 4.5, 5 hours, and often it does, but it doesn't need to. And also encourage new players. So think about par 3 courses, think about shorter courses, think about getting like-minded groups together as well. And I think once golf clubs start to do that, and also think about lowering prices for subs, your membership fees, I think they'll be a lot more successful.
So how do you think that's actually going to happen? Because you're looking at changing the whole mindset when it comes to playing golf.
Well, it's simple. Don't change your mind and you'll go out of business. That's a pretty good incentive, isn't it, for any golf club? I mean, you've got people who want to play sports. We did that This Girl's Golf video to show there's another side to sport. It's not an old fuddy-duddy game with lots of rules. It's a lot of fun. We've had loads of fun. I was cackling away on the golf course today. But if you don't change the image of golf, you're going to lose money. So think of it as a business decision. Don't think of it as, do we need to let certain people in? Just think of it, do I want to keep afloat? I think that's going to be enough of an incentive.
Naga Munchetty, thank you very much. Hopefully people will be going in their droves to go driving on a golf range.
Hope so, David. Thanks.